I forgot. Did I already hit? Yeah, I already did that. I don't want to do it again. Here we go.
There we go.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
Now, funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude. You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure, a monkey's might fly out of my butt.
Oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there we go.
Can you name the tune? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know this one? I don't know if you're an ELO fan. Funny story behind this.
Yeah.
Last Train to London. In HD, no less.
Nice.
Strange, huh? I've actually found somebody. I have found the Johnny Gators equivalent for ELO. That's what I found. And I'll have to send you a link. It's funny how you find things like this is on YouTube, by the way. That's what I found, so. I was looking for, it just came up as there was a guy that was doing a bass cover for this. And I clicked on it, and I was listening to it. I thought, hey, here's another one that says, and this is what caught my attention. It said, Last Train to London HD audio file remaster. And I thought, I'm going to have to go and take a look at this.
Now,
I went and clicked on it. And let's see if I can't read the name.
And it was on YouTube?
YouTube, yes.
Anything on YouTube that's labeled HD is kind of a lie.
Well, it was the audio file remaster that caught my attention. So anyway.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I'm not buying this.
Okay. Well, here it gets. Well, let's delve in. I'll pan this down so we don't get in trouble here. But I'll bring it in a little bit more. It said uploaded on whatever. It said I used the audio from the Discovery CD remastered edition. However, I felt that this version was too compressed and the stereo sound field was too narrow. So I expanded the dynamic range and stereo sound field, then remastered the track for best sound quality possible. I believe this sounds much better. This is Johnny. This is you, man. This is somebody who has the passion.
Well, passion, yes.
Yes.
But
no,
Johnny, no.
No, I'm not. Okay,
Let's,
I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Let me translate.
No, I'm not doing skill set here.
Let me translate. I bought a CD. I didn't like how it sounded, so I decided let's shit on it some more.
Okay. But this guy's got a whole. He's done this to all kinds of things though.
Yeah,
he's got all kinds of remasters he's done.
And if that makes him happy, more power to him.
I thought this was a guy who was really interested in the craft.
Oh, he's interested, but he's a little misguided, it sounds like. Because what you want to do is you want to find a better source.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's already been pissed in, you know? If you've already pissed in the coffee, you're not going to filter the piss out of it. You're going to go find a better pot of coffee hasn't been pissed in.
See, leave it to you to just completely. I really thought that I'd found.
And you know what? He might be making
it
sound. He may be making it sound better than the source actually.
Well, the way he has it written makes me think that he cares.
Well, then he's posting it on YouTube, which means he's taking all his great work and putting it on a horrible format.
That's right. Hey, at least he didn't say he was putting it into like Apple lossless or something.
There are a lot of people that will take tools and play around with them, and they think it sounds better. And if they're happy, that's cool. Yeah. But usually,
I see what you're saying. There are people like me that figure that the best way to make an equalizer is a happy face, and you go, oh, no.
Yes,
there,
exactly.
The happy face equalizer guy, aka
this is
Dune.
a happy. This is one of those guys, probably, because there was there was a guy by the name of Gerardo, who's a nice guy. I had no personal problems with him. In fact, I've bought some things off him more recently, exchanged some nice pleasantries with him, and I've been a big critic of his work. But it's not anything personal. It's just that his methods of audio restoration involve external DBX noise reduction boxes and external equalizers set to smiley mode.
Yes. That's funny because
his stuff sounds completely
I'm a smiley
dead.
person when it comes to equalize. Oh well, that's
well.
It's all I know. It's all I like the highs and I like the lows. That's all I know. There we go.
I like to put a little grin on something, but you gotta.
Yeah, I do. I like that. I'm gonna use
a
that
little
term.
grin. Put a little grin on it, but don't smiley it.
Anyway, I forgot that it is a Dune and Bob show. It is Sunday, July 20th, 2014. Johnny's back home.
Yes.
Dune had a long weekend, had a big party at the house this weekend.
Party
At Dunes.
That's funny. My invitation must have...
My favorite. Yeah, well, you weren't around, so.
Yeah, but must have got lost in the mail. Because surely you
know
would have sent me an
You know what it
invitation.
is, you know how it is, damn mail.
You sent it UPS, didn't you?
That's what I did. I sent it UPS, and it's still sitting outside of the gate where you live in your gated community. That's what it is. It was one of my fun parties too. It was like Dune and a bunch of women. My favorite kind of party.
That sounds like I
like those parties. I'm telling you what.
Nice
my wife's got some awesome friends.
Any of that like summer shandy left behind this time, or
lots of stuff. Oh yeah, there was. We found Bud Light limes laying around.
Oh.
It was really fun. It was almost like an Easter egg hunt outside. We were cleaning up. It was beautiful over the weekend.
Now, do you have like Utah has that 3.2% crap from the gas station?
No. We have the real deal.
You get
at the gas station. Yeah, they have crap at the gas station.
Oh, so you know not to buy your beer at the gas
liquor
station.
Store. You got to go to the store. You got to go to the source.
Yeah. I didn't know what a liquor store was in Utah, so we were buying the 3.2 crap at the gas station.
Yes, that's what we don't do that.
Which we talked about last night.
Yes, I heard that. But
Six beers in, starting to feel a little buzz.
You're like, yeah, I got a buzz. I also got to pee.
Yeah,
that's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah, but what deal was it was here in Kansas, just awesome weather the last few days, and so it was really pretty outside, dead calm, nice and cool. So we're all outside. Had the big fire pit going. It was really fun because after it was all over, my wife and I are cleaning up, and it was like I said, it's like a little Easter egg hunt. But we were, finding like empty can, hey, full can. Laying on the ground. It's like that's what I said. It's like, hey, bonus.
And this is a fun Easter egg hunt because you don't have to worry about mom and dad coming home and finding the one you missed.
No, nothing.
Those
like
days
that.
are long gone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I am happy to announce that my deck extension, DECK, for you people out there, as in
your deck extension.
Don't get sick on me. You people, they hear a room full of women in deck extension all of a sudden.
Well, we know that you were having some recent problems with your cock. So
yeah, my Cox has had problems
before.
That's right.
So you
Cox
fixed
internet
it with the deck extension.
That's right, for the Cox internet. But I always say I had a weak Cox that day, but that's a whole other story for another show. But no, it held up. It didn't collapse under the weight of everybody, which was nice because at one time there was probably 15 people up there, and I was getting a little worried.
You start hearing that creaking sound.
Yeah, I didn't hear the creak because I'm sitting there going like, great, here we go. Dead people and lawsuits.
Well, no, when you build a deck, you build
I overbuilt. Yes, I did. That's true.
Although even the best of overbuilders have had their work cut out for them.
That's, what, there's nothing, there's not a single bridge that has collapsed that somebody this might break.
It's funny. A story comes to mind because apparently my great-grandfather was the type of person when he built something, he built something. And my dad, this goes back to before I was around. When my dad was younger, they had a dog named Skippy. And apparently Skippy was a strong dog. And so my great-grandfather built Skippy a dog house. I mean, this is big dog house, solidly built.
Hurricane-proof.
With a connection on the front for the chain to attach to.
Ah, there we go. This is always good.
So imagine my great-grandfather's surprise when Skippy arrives around the front of the house dragging the front of the doghouse behind him on the chain. And apparently my great-grandfather uttered the strongest phrase ever uttered from him, looked straight at him and went, "You rascal."
Oh wow,
And,
that was some heavy duty crap, wasn't
those were fighting words.
it? Yeah, that's right. It was on. That's right.
And,
It's funny how that works years ago.
Apparently, the rebuild lasted a little longer, but Skippy gave it a good workout.
Coming from these days,
years.
when telling somebody to f off is like it's like a high five.
When he said "you rascal," it was like, "Whoa!"
Everybody goes. Everybody kind of gasps.
Wow, that dog got Pop-Up to utter the R word.
That's
wow.
right. I'm guessing. Then I can't imagine what the house looked like after that.
It was pretty heavily reinforced after
yeah,
there.
that's one of those things. Like I said, that's one of those things. Like after Hurricane Katrina comes, not Katrina.
Yeah,
but
I think the word line under that it was "you rascal, I'll fix you." I think was kind of the
dog's like. Yeah, that was big fun too. Having the 4 dogs here. That, by the way, the next day slept until about noon because they were all barked out.
Nice.
Oh, it was fun. Surprised nobody got bit, which was good.
That's
we only got one
good.
that's a little hinky, and we have to always tell people, hey, watch out for that guy. Everybody else is cool.
Oh, yeah, that one. I remember that one.
Yeah, you got that one there. That's the one you got to watch out for because he's.
Oh, yeah.
Even I don't trust him sometimes. I live with him. But no, it's not quite that bad. But no, it was really fun. There was quite a few people came over, and it was like I said, good. We all sitting around the campfire, had lots of stories,
and every now and then you had to turn and go,
"For God's sake, shut up!" Yes,
yes, to the dogs.
I actually did.
Not to the company.
I did a lot of that, like where you talk, you don't move your lips. I noticed myself doing a lot of that because I was thinking it was like I thought I was in a room full of like deaf people. That if I wasn't moving my lips, they wouldn't realize I was yelling at the dog. Shut up! I mean, there was more than one time I actually used the term "stop it, you're embarrassing us,"
Nice.
which I think is stupid to tell a dog that because they don't care. They're there for one reason, to bark and to get treats.
And why would you be embarrassed? I think people expect that the dog is going to
I think it is. Well, one thing is, it's one of those things that a lot of these people I've seen before, they've come over. A lot of them I haven't, so they may never come back. I don't know. This is kind of one of those things we'll have to wait and see.
It sounds like you throw good parties.
Party okay,
you'll be seeing them again.
Dogs not so good. But no, it was a decent party there. It got a little loud for a while. I was starting to get a little worried after people started getting a little bearded up outside.
No one set off any flaming garbage bags.
Nobody. No, that's just that was the nice thing about it. Is this was the kind of party where it was just like lots of laughter, lots of loud laughter. That's about it. No
one felt the need for explosions.
Nobody tried to stomp over the top of the fire.
Yeah.
There was not a single utterance of, hey, watch this. Thank God. I have outgrown that finally. That was cool.
I have a, hey, watch this story
what? We had everything covered. We had a couple people showed up on Harleys. So we had the biker contention there.
I do have a hey, watch this story from my trip.
All that good stuff. Go ahead and get into it. I mean, we'll just bounce back and forth here.
All right. Well, so
and you have to mention Johnny. By the way, Johnny went on his work trip,
business trip,
took him out of town to
Salt Lake City,
to the land of many wives,
to the land where I have now learned about this 3.2% beer crap. That
I'm
guys.
surprised you haven't ran into that before.
Oh well. Keep in mind, I live in like
maybe that's
cool
just middle. Yeah,
I've lived in the cool states, not the like.
That's the whole thing. Because that's the whole thing. That used to be me because I used to travel
in the middle of the country. You got this bullshit stuff going on.
Oklahoma had nothing but 3.2 for the longest time.
Holy shit!
And when I would travel to Oklahoma with my good beer, I was all of a sudden a really popular guy. I thought it was just me. No, they just wanted me for my beer. That was it. So anyway, you're in Utah.
Yeah, and there's this one guy.
Land of the rising, whatever.
Yeah. So this is one guy in our group. We'll call him Andrew because that's his name. And
that's right. Yeah, no sooner. Yeah.
Good old Andy.
Good old Andy. That's right.
He's one of the.
No, almost went there. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to reveal.
Now, mind you,
give away names of people that were at the.
Mind you, this is one of the smart guys in our group. But he's pretty smart. If there's a question about something, I know he's going to have the answer. And apparently, there's the people I work with in this company that's acquired us, they're drinkers. You know, when it's time to book the hotel for the business trip that's coming up, you know, they research the bars at the hotels. This is, you know, how they determine where we're going to stay.
So they basically go to Siri, hotel with the closest bar.
Right. Now although I don't know why they booked the one we were in, but the one we were in had the bar that was open till 10. The Holiday Inn next door had a bar open till 11, and apparently the next hotel beyond that had a bar that was open till midnight.
You were in Salt Lake, right?
Right. And they do this.
Just out of curiosity.
Uh-huh.
Hotel with a bar in Salt Lake City.
I found 15 hotels in Salt Lake City.
Okay, she fails.
Okay. Well, what's the top one?
Left the bar out.
What's number one?
Hotel Monaco.
Okay, that's not where we stayed.
Okay.
Okay.
Got the Grand American, the Little American,
nope,
Silver Fork, Brighton Resort, Hyatt Place, Salt Lake City Marriott, the Radisson. This one's SVEA. I don't know how they even pronounce that. Hampton Inn.
No.
Homewood Suites. Hyatt Place. The Doubletree. Wow, I'm running out here. Salt Lake Marriott. Holiday Inn.
Getting closer.
I'm out of stuff.
You don't have a Hilton Garden Inn there?
I did not have the Hilton Garden Inn.
Oh.
What kind of a deal is that? My Siri failed.
We were next to the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
So
maybe
you got close.
maybe there's a monetary situation going on here. I never thought about that.
Could be. I don't know.
Could be.
But anyways, so we swing by the gas station to pick up beer after we're done for the night on Tuesday because the bars are closing up at the hotel. So we were just going to sit around in the lobby drinking beer. And gas station was the nearest place we can get beer. So we were going to be 3.2 in it that night. So we get the beer, and we're driving back there, and Andrew's in the vehicle I'm driving in. And Andrew's talking about this one guy that's part of the group that is always very creative when it comes to opening up his beers. He's also the guy that had he had bought a pack of Miller Lite in cans, in the large cans. So he didn't even need to be opening bottles that night. So I didn't get to see him in action. I think that's the guy I was referring to. So anyways, he's like, no, he showed me the other night how he could open up a bottle using another bottle. And he had this trick where you take two beer bottles, you have them like one upside down, and you kind of pry underneath. And so he's like, I'm gonna don't tell anyone this. I'm gonna nonchalantly pick up two bottles and just do this to impress the group. So we get there.
It's funny you mentioned. I saw that on Facebook just recently.
Yeah. I saw that on Facebook just recently, and I thought to myself, should I put a comment warning? Should I put a comment on there warning people what really happens when you try this? Because I've felt
believe me,
what happens.
I looked at this.
I felt the results.
Yes. Then you're going where I thought it would go. Because I looked at this and went, you know what? This has a 50-50 chance of making you look like a cool, awesome dude or a flaming asshat for getting beer on everybody.
Now, this guy could have pulled it off right if he was going to settle for the Bud Light. But he decided that he wanted to drink the Stella Artois. I think that's how you say it.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Because we had a 12-pack of Stella, we had a 12-pack of Bud Light.
Stella! No, wrong Stella.
Stella is not a twist-off. Bud Light is a twist-off. So, of course, he made the logical choice of using the Bud Light with the twist-off to try to pry the cap off of the Stella without the twist-off.
Yes.
And, of course, he then utters the phrase, hey, Watch this.
That's right.
As the Bud Light cap popped right off, spraying us all with Bud Light.
Which I'm sure now you're in the lobby now, right?
Yes.
Are you anywhere within sight of the people that are working there?
Oh yeah.
So did you get the look?
Well, I was too busy.
Damn! Are you cleaning that up? Look.
Well, I was too busy looking at, because the thing is, keep in mind, one of the guys that's with the group is, kind of one of the leaders of our department. The guy who's going to be interviewing me.
The Bruce spooge all over you, basically, is what you got, for lack of a better term.
We all laughed, and I said, hey, that was a great trick. We all laughed more. And later on that night, I actually uttered the phrase of this guy, well, Personally, I like to drink my beer. I know you prefer to wear it. And everyone had a good laugh over that. Because the rest of the night, anytime someone spilled a little bit of beer, we uttered the phrase, "Oh, looks like you're pulling an Andrew over there."
There we go.
And,
you know what? I was going to say, when you've done that, when you actually have turned your name into a verb, you've come a long ways. That's weird. Oh, by the way, Whacked Out did write in and say, "No explosions. That's not a party."
So
there was
an explosion of beer, is what there was.
It's funny how that. Like I said, I saw that. I actually saw that on Facebook, and maybe it must have. It's funny how those things kind of go around. And I was thinking about that myself because they were showing the picture. I'm thinking, well, what are you doing differently to make sure that the bottom doesn't pop off? Because
right.
So I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to put your thumb under it, possibly, or something.
And he tried to do that. He had his thumb on it, and that did not keep it from popping right off.
Well, basically, you got to look at it this way: is
twist off versus non-twist off.
Well, also,
mistake.
Now is one American brew and one from somewhere else. I don't know.
I don't know where Stella's from, but
I'm just
Bud Light is.
Well, Bud Light. They're going to save some money somewhere, so you're using the cheap aluminum.
Yeah.
For the cap or whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. But I saw that and I thought, this looks like a recipe for disaster.
And you are right. And then I was, and the worst part was,
I'm glad to know that my Dune sense when it comes to seeing stuff now like that is still intact, because I've often wondered about that. So that makes me glad that we have a barbecue grill with a built-in bottle opener on the front of it.
Oh no! The guy that was interviewing me, he's got the iPhone case with the bottle opener built into the back of it.
Now that should tell you something.
Yeah,
he is ready to party.
There we go.
I never thought about that.
So
maybe Damon needs that.
And I think drinking with the guy the night before he interviews me gives me a little edge in the in my aspirations to be promoted.
Well, I think so. I think that helps.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything works out. I know you and I had a little back and forth about that. I hope things work out. Things like that always worry me. And the reason why, because I've just seen things go bad before.
No, this guy's the guy.
But you're the one. But it's good. That's good. It sounds like
he's a few degrees above.
Is he from there though, or did they travel there? Or are they from there?
He's from there.
Okay. I wasn't sure what the.
Yeah, he's currently, based out of the locations that he's looking to hire someone to cover.
Okay.
And his job has expanded a few times, and now it's expanded to the point where he can't really be responsible for the day-to-day stuff at those locations, and so they've decided we're going to hire someone else to
find
do
him
that.
a Johnny dude.
Yes, and let's hope that is, let's hope that Johnny is the Johnny dude.
Johnny is the Johnny dude, that's right.
Because there's nothing worse than having someone not named Johnny be the Johnny dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
Come to find out they hired somebody.
How could you hire him? He's not even named Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. It's not going to work. Yeah. They're going to say, hey, is Johnny there? And he's going to say no, because he doesn't realize they're talking about it. No.
Yeah,
we don't think it's that good. No, that's a cool thing. I hope things will work out.
Hopefully
you'll find out soon. That's the bad thing.
Now I got to play the waiting game.
The whole waiting game.
He's got to, he's interviewed other people. He's got to phone interview a few other people. Then he's got to whittle it down and bring people into the location to make sure they get along with everyone and have, different people at the location interview the person. So then he can be like, well, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of that guy? Because that's what he's like, I could find someone that's got the technical knowledge, no problem. I need to make sure I find someone that's going to, fit in and, mesh with the group there.
I can't think of anybody who wouldn't fit that bill. DD, no, never.
What?
No, I was going to spell somebody's name out, but I stopped.
Well,
I wasn't going to be that. I wasn't going to be that guy. Oh well. No, we'll see what happens. The whole thing is now to have you. See, that's the whole thing is just for the network at large. That whole move home for you is going to be priceless. Just think about it. We got road trips.
Oh yeah, I'll have to swing by, visit Vamp. I'll have to swing by, check out the new house and the deck the roof, the ceiling.
You're going to have to have. You might have to get a U-Haul or something. I don't know. We'll see. Do you have that much stuff now? Because I think you got way too much crap to haul in the Taurus.
Well, the thing is, last time I moved, I loaded up 2 of those pods and had.
Oh,
I didn't pull a trailer.
I didn't realize you used the pod thing. Okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't pulling anything. I had not enough room for all my stuff.
Well, I didn't know that. I literally thought that what you had
left
was
it all
what
behind.
you had. Yes.
Oh hell no! I had tons of records that were in one of those pods, and the other. Well, there's one pod that was filled with basically our stuff, and another pod filled with the furniture that Kristen's parents gave us, and so. But I don't. Well, this time I'm hoping that since I'm being promoted, that the company will pay for the move.
That would be nice, because
and then I can just hire movers and they pay the bill. Otherwise,
those things are not cheap. That's for
I
sure.
might be doing the pods again because it's a much cheaper option than just hiring.
Does your wife have relatives back that way? Is that because I don't remember. It's been too long.
Her parents are in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Closer there than where you're at, anyway.
When we fly out, we usually fly into Newark, visit my family, take a train up to Connecticut, visit her family, and then fly back from Providence.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's usually a big event visiting both families when we travel back.
Well, it'll be a smaller event now that you can actually make more often, which would be nice.
Yeah, that will be nice.
That's the nice thing about it.
If that works out, yeah.
Make it a little easier. NHB, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up? It's Gimp. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick call.
Gimp, live from Connecticut.
No, from Maine. Duh.
Oh, that's right. Duh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Connecticut, Maine, they all have letters in them.
Hey, dude, be careful. Them's fighting words right there.
Yeah, that's true. I have to be careful. That's right. That's right. There isn't a MacBook Pro in the world that will save me from this. So what's going on, Gimp? Other than you, I see you. I saw today. If I saw this right, it looked like you tried to take a selfie of yourself running, and it looked so obviously fake that it makes me ill that you tried. Because it looks like you held it out and then did that whole running arm thing. And then took the picture, which I don't think any person. Yeah, I think if you were to actually run like you're pictured, you would probably hit a pole.
Oh well. Hey, you know what I just did?
What's that?
I had a nice little barbecue over here at my apartment. I had some Angus burgers with steak sauce. I had pepper jack cheese, baby. I love it. I love having them as well.
Hey, it's the little things in life. Come on.
It's the little things. You know, the deck overlooks the water. I can look at Fort Knox, and I can look at the Penobscot Observatory. I'm not going to go on the elevator because it breaks down.
Have you ever been to Fort Knox and just demanded to see all the gold?
Can you do that?
It doesn't have gold. It's actually it's a Civil War era fort, and it's only seen like action once. But I mean, it's great.
Well, you said Fort Knox, right? That's the gold place, isn't it?
Right. I got the gold.
There's another Fort Knox in Bucksport. Well, across from Bucksport.
Wait a minute. There's two of them?
Yeah, Fort Knox and Bucksport, Maine.
Okay, now you're just talking silly.
No, actually, look it up on Google.
And I like to touch myself.
There we go.
I don't know where that came from. Okay, so I'll have to look this. I have to check your facts now.
Fort Knox, Bucksport, Maine. There we go. That sounds legit. Sounds legit.
I think you're trying to pull a fast one on us.
All right, but look it on Google.
I'll have to do that.
But besides that, we're getting ready for the Bay Festival. It's going to be awesome.
Really?
Hey, you ever watch the show Northwood's Law?
No, I haven't. But I have somebody you can say hi to.
No.
Damon, how the hell are you, man?
Hungover.
Ooh, Damon's hungover.
Hungover?
This sounds far more interesting than the Gimp. I'm
That's
sorry,
right.
we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah, Gimp, we got to go because I have to play this. For God's sake, shut up! There we go. Hey, Gimp, it's good to hear from you, man. You take care.
All right, man. I'll call back later.
All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right, peace.
We won't answer the call later.
He's okay. He's been pretty. You know what?
He's mostly harmless.
Yes, he's mostly harmless now. Yeah. He doesn't have a vehicle, and I know he doesn't have a credit card to put gas in it to get to me. So, and he's not riding his bike.
And I don't live in the same state with him anymore.
Yeah, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, he hasn't been having fake Jonny sightings in places
really.
I've not been.
I think I saw you.
Thought I saw you in Gothard at the Bangor Walmart. I'm like, no.
I did have a Gothard sighting, by the way, but I couldn't think of a creative way to take a picture of him without being creepy. A driver at the oil rig comes in to pick stuff up once in a while, and I swear it's Gothard. It's him or his brother. I don't know which. I have to find out if Gothard's driving the truck.
Gothard is an only child.
Well, then it has to be him.
You know, some people. When some people take their time arriving into the world.
That was Gothard.
Gothard took his time, and Gothard's mother's comment to Gothard's father was, "Don't you dare ever let this happen to me again.
Don't touch me. Don't you touch me."
So Gothard's an only child.
There we go. Well, I'll have to get, like I said, it's just one of those, I can't just say, hey, let me take your picture. That really would sound good. Yeah, that would go over well. That wouldn't
be creepy at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't put me into the...
You know, there's a guy I used to know, I think, that is good at taking pictures of people without them realizing it.
I never thought, maybe I should do that. I should try to get some pointers.
Maybe you need some pointers there from...
That's true.
I don't know if he exists, though.
I don't know if he does or not, yeah. Every once in a while he's on HB, though. That's what I hear. Must be reruns because of dead,
He doesn't exist. He's dead.
He doesn't exist.
Dead.
But he did, especially in airports. He is the king of airport pictures. Or actually, I got to take that back. Airport and working out. Hot girls on treadmills. That could be a theme for him. That could be a new. That could
that's
be a new
his life story.
Hot girls on treadmills.
That'll be
That's probably out there, by the way. So
that'll be his second book. Hot girls on treadmills.
Well, he's got a girlfriend now, so might have to.
Poor. Oh, who's the next victim? I mean, victim. Yeah, victim. That's I meant victim.
Now, I was going to say. Now, I know you don't listen, but
has she figured out yet that he's a lying, cheating bastard, or has she not found out yet? Well, she'll find out.
Well, I'm still. I did get to hear that Gabe is a little distraught.
Oh,
poor Gabe. He's getting tired. He's getting tired of doing shows.
Oh, well, that's not new.
He works so hard,
Well, the thing is that Gabe.
But he hung in there for the whole show, which is good, but which is really funny because he started like.
Well, the problem with Gabe doing a show with Addie is that Gabe is good at doing a show, and they work well together. But Gabe's really not happy with the show, and there are a million topics Gabe would love to bring to the show, all of which Addie veto. And
mainly hovering around video games.
Right, video games or D&D or his.
Still does a good job though. I listened to the whole thing. It was great. Addie does a good job of keeping him focused. He does.
Well, he does need someone to keep him focused, but
yeah.
If Addie's going to keep Gabe interested in the show, Addie's going to need to start allowing some of the other topics in that Gabe wants to do. The problem is,
I think they did agree to that. I think they agreed to at least one. Now I forgot what the topic would be, but there was something that he's into.
I think they should bring back Press Your Luck, though.
Yeah. Because it was really nice. Addie was nice. Bought him a shirt, a really cool Zelda shirt.
Oh,
that he liked. Now he was a little mad because he thought it was a little too large for him. But I did point out that you should wear a larger shirt that aids in concealing a firearm. And some of us worry about that. And I thought I know Gabe doesn't carry a firearm, but I thought, what if he wanted to carry like a bow and arrow?
Well, there you go.
He could conceal that. So.
Well, that would take a pretty big shirt, though, wouldn't it?
Well, it was a pretty big shirt. So
I see.
I think it was one of those things. Anyway, so Damon, you've got a little headache going on there, do you?
Just a little.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend? I hung out with a bunch of women. What'd you do?
I think it was a wild night of listening to my show for Damon, obviously.
Yeah.
No. I went out. Unfortunately, I think the bar is onto my jukebox antics because somehow they wouldn't. The Touch Tones app on my phone would not let me request any songs.
What do you mean? It wouldn't? You have credits. What? They're banning your credits. Your credits are no longer.
When you tap on the location, it said this phone's either not taking requests or it gave some sort of weird error.
Were other people able to request, or are they just denying requests?
I don't think they were.
Okay, so it wasn't. You're just not being singled out then.
Right.
They just decided enough of this crap.
Hanging out, and I walk in, and I have my Captain and Coke, and one turned into two. And then there was a shot of Fireball, and then there was another Captain and Coke, and I had another shot of Fireball, and then met up with a few friends, and we did 2 o'clock when the one place closed. There's a place over in Edison, the next town over or so, that's open till 3. And we went over there, and there was a couple shots of something in a beer.
That's always good.
Yeah,
something in a beer.
Yeah,
that's
it was a
always
fruit flavored shot kind of thing. And I wasn't blacking out. Like, I was very aware of what I was doing. But I woke up this morning with the headache.
There was some flute. There were some shots going on at our party. I didn't get any shots, but there was some going off here.
Yeah.
We had some fun though. Like I said.
Well, yeah. For me, I've learned that no matter how much alcohol I drink, I still cannot seem to work up the balls to like just go up and talk to people. You would think, being a former radio show host thingy, that I shouldn't have any problems going up to people and talking to them, but
how have you ever picked up anyone? I mean, how have you ever been in a relationship? I mean, because it sounds...
They usually talk to me first. Well, because, it's like... It's not like it's easy to know what you're walking up to, you know? What?
Well, while you're telling your story, during our party with me and all the women, we played a game called Things. Has anybody heard of this game?
No.
Things.
And in this game of Things, there's these cards that you draw. One person draws a card, and it asks a question. And everybody has to write on a piece of paper the answer to the question. And then you hand all the little pieces of paper back to the person with the card, and they read the answers. And then starting with the person to the left, you have to choose who you think the answer came from. So
I see.
Yeah, it's fun. And I'm opening up. I was smart enough to retrieve all of the answers so I could have them for the show, because some of them are pretty interesting.
Okay.
And one of the answers just so happens to have a piece of gum rolled up in it.
Nice.
For the people on the screen.
Oh, there you go.
And the funny thing is, the answer on the piece of with the piece of gum, the answer to this question was, "Tell you I slept with your sister." Yes, that was the answer on the piece of paper.
Now, what was that?
I don't remember the question though. I think there was all kinds of questions like what shouldn't you say to your wife?
There you go.
That might have been.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That might have been the one, because I'm sitting there going over these. I was trying to remember, because we only went around once, but there was a lot of people at the table, so there was a lot of questions. Like, okay, here's one here. Whatever the question was, the answer was dick size. That was the answer to the question.
Wait, deck size or dick size?
No, this was with an E, or an I, excuse me.
With an I.
Yeah, no dick. No, wait, no deck.
No deck.
No dick on the deck.
There's no dick on the deck.
But there's a deck with a... No, but dick size, yeah. Wiener size!
Alrighty then.
Yeah, so that was...
Well, you built the deck,
and keep in mind, Damon,
you
got to remember, this is me
it is
at
made
a large
of wood.
kitchen table. Yeah, made of wood. But with 6 other women there. Dune and 6 hot chicks.
This would fall under things not to say to your wife, right? You know, like, hey,
I hung out with. My wife was there though. My wife was there though. So
I like hanging out with 6 women while you're here.
Yeah, while you're here, exactly. That's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah. Well, Dune, your wife being one of the hot chicks, of course.
Absolutely. Now this one here worries me. The answer to this one here: grab my tampon. I don't. Yeah, there's a good one for you.
I would hope that would be before it was inserted.
Yeah. I see some of these got scratched out for some reason, which I guess because we were using both pieces of paper. And I can't read that side. This one says belch or pass gas. This one says F off, and it's actually spelled out. Flower off.
Flower off.
Second orgasm. That's a good one.
There we go. What does that go to, though?
I don't know.
You were there.
I know what it was. Things that take patience. That's what it was.
That
things
was
that takes patience. You know the scary thing was. You know what other one of the ones that said things that take patience was the answer was
what?
Sex with Dune. Yeah, that wasn't awkward in the room at all. I'm sitting there going, I'm looking around going like, well, here's the thing.
I wonder who wrote that one.
Well, here's the problem there. My wife knows my crappy writing. I know her. She's a teacher, so I know how she writes. She's perfect. And it wasn't in her writing.
Oh!
Yes. So, yeah.
Wait a minute. So there was another person that you formerly were with? Or?
No. That was their answer, is that it takes patience
someone
to
that's
have...
besties with your wife and she talks.
I don't... Hey. There's all kinds of ors, ands, or whatever.
Or one of Bob's friends who's just knows how to push dudes' buttons.
Someone had some splaining to do.
Somebody,
but tell me that there was some splaining.
There was some, that was weird. I was sitting there going, because I was going...
So did anyone own up to it and explain?
I don't remember who. Nobody touched me under the table, which sucked, but... Oh, well.
Aww.
Here's this one here. What? I think this one was what not to get caught doing by your boss. This one was photocopying your ass.
Okay. Yeah.
Now this one here, somebody was being funny and it has sex with, and there's a girl's name on there.
Okay.
So that was to be funny for the whole sex with Dune thing.
I see.
And
so that's what you wrote.
No, actually, I got accused of that.
Oh.
I absolutely got accused of that, and I was like, no, not me. It wasn't me.
Likely story.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We all believe you.
Another sorry I slept with your sister. That's the second one. That was funny. As the time goes on, you could write funny things in there too.
That's the whole point of this game, right?
Driving a race car. That was what would you like to do that you haven't done.
So
here's things you should not say to your grandmother. And this is the one I wrote, and I can tell from my
Sorry I slept with your sister?
That was one of them. This one here, I wrote, you look hot. Yeah, so that was, there we go. Now, there was one that says, what do firemen do in between fires?
Sleep with your sister?
Yeah. I don't know if I got that one. This one I thought was really good. Set other things on fire, which I thought was kind of interesting. Now there was a lot of them that had everything, and that was the big joke because it started out what do women do better than men? Okay, I'm at a table with 6 women. I think 4 of them wrote everything. Now this one worries me. I don't remember. I think this might have been the thing. Oh, this must have been one of the what not to say to your grandmother. And somebody actually wrote this, by the way. Nice saggy tits, bitch.
Yeah. No, that's wow.
And women always want us to think that they're all...
Yes.
Oh, my God. We got to do an isolation.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Great. Now, this one here, the fireman, I wrote, buy marshmallows. And also, for the thing, they said, what do women do better than... I put sort laundry.
Sort laundry.
Yeah, because they do. Because I had to make it clear. Of course, my wife's like, oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty darn good at sorting laundry.
I don't. I have 2 types of laundry. I've told this story before.
The dirty and the funky.
No, I have dirty and clean. If it's clean, it's clean. If it's dirty, it goes in the wash. Period.
You've evolved.
Yes.
Because, in college, it was the dirty and the funky.
Here's
the dirty can be worn again.
Here's another slept with your sister.
Lots of people sleeping with their sisters.
Lots of people sleeping with their sister here. Yeah. But I didn't get to, like I said, some of them got torn up. So, here's one. Here's one folded up. Let's see what this one says. Another everything. And on the other side, sorting laundry. There you go. I used that twice. Actually, I think I used it once and somebody stole it from me on the second time. So there you go. That's what happens when Dune's hanging out with 6 women.
You sort laundry with them.
Sort laundry with them. That's right. Yeah. We always said that guys can make anything into a creepy. Hey, baby, I'd like to sort your laundry. So guys are just sick like that. We can always do this. Like, we already talked about, mow the lawn, mow the grass, do the wash, anything.
Yeah.
Guys are we're so simple. We're so yeah, it's simple. That's a good term. I'm going to stick with that. So there you go. Now, I did give out cards in case they wanted to listen, which they won't. because they never do. Because the same women, the ones I've met before, always say, "Now, when's your show?" Never.
So all these women you're talking about right now sound
could be listening. They
are listening to you right now.
Could be
sorting their laundry.
Yeah, sorting their laundry at home. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not with their saggy boobs though. None of them had those. No.
You were looking?
Not. No. Hell yes. I'm not. Ooh.
Our second dude isolation of the show.
Yeah. Crap. I'm gonna pay for that one.
I didn't think you did that after you got married.
Oh, how can you not?
Wait, does Mrs. Dune talk to you about the show if you're a little too rowdy?
No, she knows I get loud sometimes. But then if I make the dogs bark, she's like, "What are you yelling about in there?" Nothing, dear. No.
That's usually when the Obama discussion.
I was just talking about all the other women's boobs.
Yeah, just kind of looking at all the boobs. That's all. Just kind of looking around. Yeah, I didn't do the dark sunglasses thing though. I could have done that.
Well, I hope you at least gave your wife's boobs equal.
Oh, absolutely. She's right across from me. I could see her. She's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing I got to pan the room though. Come on.
You do get to take those home.
That's right. Those stay here. The other ones were just on loan.
On loan.
That's right.
Everybody
made it home in one piece though. It was fun. So there you go. See, that's how cool Dune is. He used to hang out with the ladies.
See, I think I got to start taking lessons from Dune.
I'm thinking so. Big fun. They were even trying to find somebody to hook people up with. There was some talk going on. Somebody had I don't know if she had a sister or what. And they go like, "Do you have?" I think what it was. They asked me if I had a brother. That's what it was.
Well, after all this
they
talk
said, "Do you have
of
a brother?"
sisters sleeping, everyone wants to set their sister up to sleep with someone now.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's what it is.
A lot of people trying to get their sisters hooked up these days. No, they asked me if I had a brother. That's what the deal was.
Yeah, you got a bro in Jersey.
And I said, damn, I never even thought about it. Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, great.
Oh, man, I never thought about that.
Thanks, Dave.
Send all those Kansas women over to Jersey to, hang out with Damon.
Because whatever it was, this is the whole thing. I think they kind of took the whole thing wrong. I had mentioned, I had pulled out the Jedi mind trick quote on somebody, so that they all of a sudden they figured I was like a Star Wars fan.
What, these are not the droids you're looking for?
Yeah, there was something like that. I don't remember what the context was, but yeah. So they asked me. That's why they asked if I had a brother. They said because I got somebody I need to hook up with a guy that, likes. And that, well, Gabe's already got a girl.
Yeah,
because they were saying somebody got to be into like sci-fi stuff, video games, stuff like that.
That's not me.
Well, you don't like a little sci-fi. You never watched Star Wars?
I'm thinking Damon could go like let me tell you about Super Liam.
Damon, for the right woman, you would be so into sci-fi.
That depends. Look, sci-fi is not exactly the easiest for a blind person to get into because it's kind of visual.
That's true.
I mean, I've seen the original three Star Wars, and
we give Damon an opportunity, and he's like, "Oh well, this is why you can't hook up.
You can lie about.
You got women throwing themselves at you, and you're just like, oh well.
Let's just be real about it. When the women are throwing themselves at me, then I'll.
I mean, you got a woman that's like, "Hey, mind if I play with your dog? Oh, can I pet Killian too?" And you're just like, "Oh well."
You don't know what the
fuck. Sure, why not?
Speaking of which, how are things going with the dog there, Damon?
That's true. Yeah, we need to hear the dogs. Listen, I'm going to turn this up so I can hear it. I actually have to. I'm going to go and relieve things here.
It's not good.
I'll be not good.
Not good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's Dune's going to go walk the dog. So while he's doing that,
go. We the dog. Basically, you already know because I told you.
Okay. Well,
I told you privately, but since you didn't do a show Wednesday, and Wednesday was the day that disaster struck. Basically, the repeat of the story I told last week, where my dog decides that he's going to stage a sit-in at Rite Aid.
Oh.
And see, I said the word Rite Aid, and he just popped his head up. Like, what? What?
Well, maybe you need to find an alternate route that's not by the Rite Aid to places.
No, I shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to, but do you want a seeing eye dog or not?
At this point, no. At this point, I've given up. It got so bad. No. It got so bad because I couldn't move him in any direction. I pulled out my phone and I took video of this and posted the videos on my Facebook page. And I had to have a friend come and pick me up and drive me and the dog home because he wouldn't walk. The only place he wanted to do, once he saw the Rite Aid, he made a beeline for it. And I couldn't get him to go anywhere else. And like, if I want to take the bus or the train or do anything that's beyond the Rite Aid, I mean, short of going down a block and coming back, I'm not doing that. Screw that. That is not happening.
What the seeing eye people say anything about this? Have you talked to them?
For them still to. I called them like, because this happened Wednesday after they had closed. So Thursday, was it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Oh. Well, you try to do the doggy push-ups over at the Rite Aid, maybe?
That didn't work either. Nothing worked. Absolutely. And I got to be careful where I do the doggy push-ups because then, you know, I got people coming up to me thinking I'm abusing the dog.
Fuck them. What are they going to do?
Yeah, but then I got to deal with them and explain things to them while he's still acting up. And
you know, just tell him to fuck off. You know, be like, dude, fuck really off. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, no, that
Thank you for your concern. Keep walking that way.
Yeah.
Would you like a dog?
That'd be great if it worked.
I like that.
Yeah, so basically, you know, so I'm still waiting for the school to call me and send someone out here, but I think I pretty much told them, look, unless you have a miracle snap your fingers cure, I'm done. They even said, look, just don't work them anymore until we can get somebody out there, because this is getting bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Oof.
But I just don't have the energy to any more energy to put into this. So unless they can do a personality transplant with a dog that's not nearly as weird.
Well, is there a chance they could have a more seasoned, for lack of a better term, dog? Or
I'm going to discuss options, but I think for right now, just because I'm so burned out, and this might be the hangover talking as well, but I just kind of like. I think I need a break.
Well, that'll do it. I mean, well, that sucks.
Well, hey,
I mean,
at least the dog hasn't left you stranded in the middle of an intersection.
That's true.
That was the worst.
I mean, the whole thing with the Rite Aid. I mean, basically, it's instead of being called the Rite Aid, they ought to call it, you know, Killian's, you know, Squeaker Palace.
Yeah,
because that's what that's what it is, the dog toy palace.
The whole trip started out like this. I knew I had to walk him, so. I go and I start. I knew the trip from the beginning was destined to fail because every so often you ever like have that thing where you just need sugar and you're all lightheaded because you haven't had sugar in a while or whatever.
Right.
You know? So I'm walking the dog and I'm feeling that way and I'm going to stop at the 7-Eleven and get a candy bar. Now the 7-Eleven is on the same. Basically, there's the 7-Eleven. You cross the street and there's the Rite Aid. Okay. So I go in the 7-Eleven, I buy the candy bar, and neglect to buy myself a drink. That's how out of it I was. So I walk out, I'm standing up against the building, eating this. I bought one of these gargantuan Kit Kats. It was like one that has two of them in the wrapper. So I'm chowing down on this Kit Kat bar, and he's freaking out. I guess he sees the Rite Aid from across the street. So I cross the street. He tries to drag me into the Rite Aid. I try to get him to pass it, and the tug of war begins. You know. Finally, it was like, well, you know what? I need a drink anyway. So I went into the Rite Aid. He makes a beeline for the same toy display that he did before, and everyone in the store thinks this is so cute. You know.
As do we, but we.
Like I'm ready to lose my left arm again. You know, pinched nerve in my back. Everything's just screaming. Like So, you know, I'm able to finally, you know, I get my drink. I think I bought something else. Oh, I bought a package of Skittles. And so I have the bag with my drink and my Skittles and this dog, who won't leave the store now. I finally
you didn't hook him up though. That's the whole thing.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah, that didn't work.
Why reward this behavior?
That's true. Exactly. That's very true. I never thought
now,
about
here's the thing. In the midst of all this, someone wants to pet my dog. So I was like, well, he's not going anywhere anyway, so I took the harness off, let him pet the dog. You know, it was a girl, of course.
Of course.
Get a number?
No.
Damn it, Damon! What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? I have a dog who's like...
Might as well get a number out of this.
Yeah, right.
How much longer are you going to have a dog? You know, be like, hey, glad you like my dog, so... Number?
I think I tried to give him away. Anyone here want a dog?
Yeah, there we go.
So I get outside, finally, and I'm standing against the building because I can't go anywhere else, and he's pulling for all he's worth because he wants to go back into the store. I'm trying to sip out of my drink, and I can't because he's pulling. So I gotta pull back just to keep my footing because he's 65, 70 pounds of dog, you know? And that's when I whip out the phone and take the videos and post it on Facebook.
And I did see those, by the way.
So Dune, and what was your thought, Dune?
Well, I saw exactly, because there's actually a pretty good one. There's one, he's going for the toys.
Yeah.
He's going right for the toys, which I thought was interesting. Well, I hope they can do something, because I'd hate to see...
They can take his ass back, as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned. I'm 4.5, almost 5 months now that I've been fighting this guy, and I'm out of energy, and...
I'm wondering if it's one of those things he might be better suited to a younger person with a family, maybe.
I'm thinking he just isn't... I mean, I'm not... Look, I love the dog to death. It's breaking my heart that I gotta do this, okay? But he's not helping me right now. I mean, if I go out, I leave him home. Because the school even told me, don't work him. Don't work him until we can get somebody out there. So all we've been doing is sitting around the apartment. When I go out, I put him in the crate.
Yeah, that sucks.
And maybe that's because I drank Thursday and I drank yesterday, and maybe that's the part of it is I'm drinking my sorrows away because I'm very sad about all this, you know. But you know, I mean,
that's the one time you need the dog, though. That's the whole thing. If you've been drinking, you would think that'd be the one time you'd actually need some. You'd want some backup, some assistance.
I have enough friends and enough methods of, you know, where I can get rides home. And I've walked home drunk before at 2 in the morning. It's not any real crisis situation. But, you know, I mean, I will say Thursday, I did manage to dance with 2 women at one time.
There you go.
I can't dance for my ass, even with alcohol. You would think alcohol would improve a blind person's dancing.
Really? In what universe? Oh yeah, let's put something in me that's gonna like totally mess with my coordination. This will make me dance good.
I don't have any coordination to begin with.
Exactly.
So, but
this
at least
wonderful footage of a floor, by the way.
No, where?
The video.
He's watching the whole
floor, shoes. There's a little dog.
There's toys in there somewhere.
Oh, there's the toys.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I tried, okay? It's not like, I mean, you know, I'm blind.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Keeping a camera is not exactly my strong suit.
Hey, somebody said they didn't know if this. Somebody wrote in this. Don't know if this is comedy gold or not. But a neighbor stuck his head out the window and yelled, and he put in star. I'm guessing N-word.
Yeah.
Out his window at some people playing rap, and then somebody come over and crapped on his porch. Crapped on their porch. The one that yelled the word.
Oh,
that right there. That's some dealings there. You yell at me, I'll poop on your porch. I don't think they used that accent.
You know, that reminds me of that song I play on my show sometimes. Please don't shit on my doorstep. You know, there we.
Speaking of last night, you played a song I didn't get to hear. I had taken my earbuds out and had, I don't know if I went to the bathroom, went to take whatever, get a glass of water or whatever. I came back, and then you were talking about it, and you were calling it the venison song.
Oh yes,
yes, something about work. Because Damon last night he was playing. I have come to the conclusion that you buy way too many of those old records. Because he was playing records last night that had to do with there was like a record of people laughing that was really annoying.
Oh, that one.
That one was pretty harsh.
Oh, that one's an acoustic recording, so it plays great on the crank up. But
but it's very annoying to listen to because it's guys like you could tell they're just like.
It was like a McDonald's drive-through without power.
Yes, yeah, that's what it kind of sounded like. But yeah, you had a song that you play. Is that what you're doing? Are you getting it ready to play again?
There we go. Here's the venison song. Some nice guitar there,
Rejoice and be glad, for the springtime has come. We can throw down our shovels and go on a bum. Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, give us a handout to revive us again.
There we go. That's Venison's new theme song right
bum.
there.
Hallelujah, I'm a bum.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
And we'll see if I get busted for playing the bum song.
The bum song. There we
I'm
go.
pretty sure that's public domain by now. I don't think anyone's renewed that copyright.
Who knows?
Yo, bum. So that'd be a good one to try to parody.
See, if rap really wants to go in a new direction, they should start sampling this stuff.
That's true. I never thought about that. That'd be some impressive stuff right there. Now, and you know what? I actually haven't talked to Johnny since he got back. We never did get to hear your reaction to my song, my Johnny song. I never finished it. I got the first.
No, I was digging it. That was cool. I
didn't know if you got to listen to that whole thing or not.
Oh yeah. Well, I told you when I signed off. Once they.
Oh, that's right. Because you were
Yeah, the flight was delayed, so I was sitting at the airport listening, texting you. And then when I got on the plane and they closed the door and said, you got to turn it off, I said, Johnny signing out, or something like that.
Here, for people that didn't get to hear it, you said, today will be a good day if the flight doesn't get delayed again. I'll play a little bit of this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he sitting in the comfy chair?
I don't know yet. We'll have to find out. Okay,
no,
so
I was not.
Go ahead. Let's see if I can make this work here. Like I said, this is, let's see if I got first I got to make sure I got the right music. That's important.
Of course.
Because I've screwed that up. So, God knows. So here, let's start here now. Got to get the right effect going. Check. There we go.
Oh yeah.
That's it. As I walk through the valley of the oh wait, that's the wrong song. That's not the right one.
I like that.
That's not Ice Cube. Shit. Okay, hang on. It was close though.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had two possible lyrics. They all sound alike?
No.
I better not say that. Don't know what word I was using there. I have no idea. In there. This is a long intro, so gotta break it. Here we go. Just waking up, got to hit a cup of death wish. Coffee time I went off without a hitch. No messages from work, no calls. And Lurker cooked me breakfast with no draws. Got my grub on, I didn't carve out. Finally got a hold of Whoop, they say they want to work it out. Hit the key on the toy, says I shut the door. Will it live for another 24? I got to go cause I got me a J.O.B. Cause if I don't, she'll just get rid of me. Had to stop at the record store, looking for a disc I've never seen before. I got a beat, a chick at work can't log on. I just got in, the damn peeps can hang on. Got to check Woot, see what the shirt of the day. I might like it, but I won't buy it anyway. The effing phone rings, the bitch is calling up. Needs her password set, damn I wanna blow her up. I just want today, please God, to be a good day. There you go. That's far. That worked out pretty good. I was actually now for the people that don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it.
The people that don't get it don't listen to my show.
That's right. If you don't get it, you don't listen enough. So there you have to go.
You need to listen to my show Wednesdays.
I was able to weave in all of the hot stuff. You know, I kind of screwed up the whole. I think the whole on my words for the Woot thing was about the Woot shot. I think it was supposed to say I'm just going to buy it anyway, but I think I screwed it up and said I'm not going to buy it anyway. But,
well, I don't buy more shirts than I do buy. So
that's true. That's true. But the Death Wish, I'm thinking, I don't know if you're still rocking the Death Wish or not. Now how about the coffee maker? You still using the same old coffee maker?
Oh yeah, of course. No,
right.
I'm not
with the timer.
Right, but I only buy the Death Wish occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's coffee for special occasions.
Now, like I said, now we have to. We had mentioned that we have to write into it. We assume that there's like a 24/7 record store. that you can just stop at on the way to work.
Well, now there is a Rasputin in the same town I work at, but I don't think it opens up that early.
Yeah.
And you know me, I roll out of bed with just enough time to put on some pants and get out the door. So, record shopping can wait for later. But it's creative license.
It's right. You know what? You never know.
Yeah.
It could be. Maybe you work in second shift that day. I don't know.
Hey, Johnny, I do have a question.
Okay.
When did you start working for Comcast's retention department?
No, do not lump me in with that jackass.
Oh, no. What did I miss?
He kind of reminded me of you.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I want to get the bitch off the phone as soon as possible, not keep him on the phone longer.
Now, I may be a little. I'm not picking up on what you're talking. Was there something posted about?
There is a call recording that is making the rounds. That is absolutely horrible. Someone just wants to quit the Comcast service, and the retention department. Their numbers are based on how many people they can talk out of it, and this
and they
guy,
have to do the. They have to give. Yeah, I know. They have to read the verbatim thing.
This guy went Gators crazy.
No. Beyond Gators crazy. I would never.
I'm taking it you're looking for this now.
I am Googling right now.
I think I did see some. I don't know if I listened to it though. I think I saw the posting.
We're gonna play it right now. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just from what I've heard, it's uncomfortable.
It's 8 minutes.
Oh God, 8 minutes. Do they have a condensed version?
It loses its effect if you condense it.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you don't have to play this whole thing.
No, we do. We really do.
I did listen. There was one part I heard where the guy said, "Don't you just want?" Oh, no, I know. I think somebody had actually just paraphrased it in writing.
Here it is.
Don't you want faster internet?
105 megabits per second for your internet. Astound will not give you that speed.
Okay, we'd like to disconnect. We'd like to disconnect, please.
Okay, so why is it that you don't want the faster speed? Help me understand why you don't want faster internet.
Help me understand why you can't just disconnect us.
Because my job is to have a conversation with you about keeping your service, about finding out why it is that you're looking to cancel the service.
Hold on. Let me just
I don't understand. Is this
if you do that speed.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wrong button. Go ahead.
Let me add. So this is the middle of the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This call's been going on.
Longer.
Wow. So they've been out. So AOL was the hardest thing to cancel.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now that's been changed.
Yeah, it's been changed. But, well, the thing is that really, when it comes down to it, most people want to quit their service because it costs too much. And so if you don't give them a reason for why you're quitting, they'll try to, the only acceptable reasons are I'm moving or I can't afford any cable anymore, I'm thinking. But, this guy wants to switch services. It's like, well, hey, we can give you a deal. It's money. We can give you a deal. But this guy took it too far. Let's skip ahead a bit.
So, being that we are the #1 provider of internet and TV service in the entire country, why is it that you're not wanting to have the #1 rated internet service, #1 rated TV service available?
I'm declining to state we're switching providers. Can you please go to the next question?
Okay. So what is it about Astound that's making you want to change to them?
I'm declining to state. Can you please go to the next question so we can cancel our service?
Do they have to do this? I'm a little...
Comcast is claiming that that this is not typical of their service, that this is not what they trained. This guy was unprofessional. Comcast is, but then again, of course Comcast is going to say that.
Yeah, now that the heat's on them. I
know somebody who works for Comcast, and I'm not surprised. Let's just put it that way.
That's really, that's kind of weird. Wow.
Yeah. No, I would never do that. I would. Well, then again, I would never work the job.
I would love to know, how you would have reacted to that, though.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, there would be lots of beep, 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 beep.
Let me tell you. I would probably be like the guy of I want to cancel service. I'm not going to answer your question. I want to cancel service. I want to cancel service. But I think at the 5 or 6 minute point, I would be demanding to speak to a supervisor. And if he wasn't going to give me to a supervisor, I'd hang up and call again and try to get someone else that would get me a supervisor. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, you realize this person's not going to help me do what I want to do. Talking to this person's a waste of my time. If I hang up and call back, I'll get someone else. Of course, that
you
might
have
mean
to kind of
winning on
wonder
hold.
where you are legally when, especially like in this case here. What if the guy just simply stopped paying his bill and unhooked everything and then just
And
said,
it would go to...
It makes you wonder when it goes to court, though, and he pulls this out. Listen, I called. I tried to cancel. They wouldn't let me
Well, the thing
cancel.
is, this went viral. This went all over the damn internet
Right.
like wildfire.
This is interesting.
Well, it's the type of thing people can sympathize with.
Well, and I see. That's just it. I'm in the position. I'm going to have to do this myself because I have hit that mark. Remember, I said when I hit that $200 mark, it's there.
Well, you're not looking to cancel. You're looking to reduce services.
Something. I just need. That's the whole thing. As I'm going to have to just decide what do I want, what do I have to have, and then go from there because it's just ridiculous. $200 that's way too much money.
Yeah, you can get your bill reduced. Well, what are you getting for $200? Do you have the triple play, phone, internet, and cable?
I got internet, phone, and
TV,
and TV with DVR.
Okay, all right.
And there's a few channels in there.
And you have all the channels?
No, not at all. Not all. I mean, there
Wait
are
a minute.
couple.
You're paying $200 and you're not even getting the Game Show Network?
No.
Oh, sucker!
Yes. Oh yeah. Bam! Here he is. Sucker dude.
You should be able to at least get the Game Show Network added there.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing, it's just ridiculous. Because see, there was at one time I had when my wife and I were just married. We had the basically what you have, which is plug it in and it works. TV
and the way they do it is they give you a special, then it runs out, your bill goes up, and they try to negotiate you up to what's a better deal, but is a bigger package.
So that's the thing now. Is
and
like,
they keep
the whole thing
increasing
is
your package.
And we've gotten to the point where my wife is, you know what, the phone's not that big a deal.
Right, and you have to fight.
The downside of the phone
is
then now I got this freaking modem here. And I don't know if you get to keep the same modem or what happens to that. I may have to end up going.
It's the same modem. No, it's the same modem. But I mean, you'll still have to pay a modem rental. But yeah, I mean, just because I think all the modems have the phone jacks on them. It's just
that's just the way they are now. Is what you're saying.
Right? Yeah, it's just either you use them or you don't. Either they send service to it or they don't. They don't have to send you one that doesn't have the phone jacks on it just because you're not using them.
But I got to do something because it's like I said, it finally hit that mark.
Okay.
Like,
well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Let's call right now.
Here we go.
Live on the air.
Let's make this happen. Yeah.
They are going to ask your last name, though, and your account
that's right.
number.
I can go. I go, yes, my name is Dune.
It reminds me of someone, who was it? Someone decided they were going to order a pizza just live on the show, just for the hell of it. And of course, the first question was, what's your address? And that's when they realized, well, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, this was probably not a good idea.
And they hung up. And,
that's right. And then the next week, Bible showed up. No.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. I don't know. Well, but that's going to have to be something that's going to happen.
Anyway, speaking of, you were talking about my show, the records I played. You actually asked me a question about my show earlier before we started. Now, one of the explosive moments on my show was when I couldn't find.
It was to the point where it made it made anything I've said nothing. It made this.
For God's sake, shut up!
It was almost on par with that. It was
on par with that.
There was some definite passion in the voice. Like I said, I have never heard. I've never heard one of your co-hosts actually get quiet before.
When Mars got quiet, that's when I was like, "Ooh, maybe I shouldn't yell."
Yeah, Sir Mars was a little worried. He was trying to defuse the situation, and then he realized that you were still pissed.
Yeah,
and he wasn't sure it could happen, so he figured.
Okay, so I've got the turntable over here.
There we go.
And right now, the 78 cartridge.
Here, let me click on that so we can just see the picture there.
So this is the 78 cartridge, and over here is the normal cartridge for LPs and 45s. And I start the show playing LPs and 45s with this cartridge mounted on there. And so at one point, it was time to switch over to 78 mode for the show. And so I kept the cartridge behind the center speaker that is right in front of me for safekeeping. Only sometimes it was over to the left, sometimes over to the right or whatever. It kind of moved its way around the desk. But it was stashed right behind this.
Much like when I work on a car with tools, it has to be within your reach of where you're setting, correct?
It was hiding in plain sight.
But I'm just saying, you know yourself that there's no way that I got up and then set this down. Because I've done that with tools before. I've been under a car, and I can't find a tool, and it's like, wait a second. It has to be here. And I'm doing the around the thing. So.
You know, I was getting to a point where the show was getting into a rut of songs by Looking Glass that are not Brandy. And we needed to get out of that rut really fast. Because it turns out... there's a reason that they're a one-hit wonder, and we found out last night what that reason is.
Yeah, because they had the one hit, and that was it.
Yeah, and we were hearing all of their other charting not hits, and they're not charting not hits, too. And so it was like, okay. So I'm like, let's play their first single before Brandy. Put that on, and I'm like, where's that cartridge? It's got to be. I'm looking on the floor. I'm crawling around behind the computer. And, what was the flip side of that? First single before Brandy. We must find out. Put that up. Where's this damn cartridge? So at some point it comes out that I'm looking for this damn cartridge so I can switch the turntable over to 78 mode. And then we're playing Led Zeppelin songs to fill the gap because I was not going to subject anyone to another Looking Glass
I think
song.
it was you had yelled before the first Led Zeppelin song, and that's when I got kind of worried. And then you went and played, and I think you'll like this, Damon. He chose the song because it was 15 minutes long. And
the 15-minute live version of Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
Wow.
And,
which, by the way, never stops. It just goes and goes and goes. Yeah. And somebody with a guitar just, yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, I know it.
Yes.
Song remains a theme.
Goes forever.
Yes.
And the whole thing is, what got scary about this is halfway through, all of a sudden, boom, left channel's gone.
And that's
now,
a funny
in my
story.
mind, he and Lurker are now rolling around fighting in the room. That's what I see in my mind.
Okay, here's the deal.
That's what I see.
The broadcast machine is also my quad recording machine, which has a M-Audio sound card on it, which works perfectly fine on that machine. Never a problem with that one.
That's right. M-Audio no longer sucks.
That has a breakout box that takes 4 quarter-inch inputs and 4 quarter-inch outputs. And, of course, I've got, RCA cables. So I had purchased a bunch of RCA to quarter-inch adapters. And I had 8 of them, but I could only find 7 of them. So I actually have a cable that has RCA on one end and quarter-inch on the other end, which I was using as a really long adapter at the end of one of the cables.
What could go wrong?
Now, you know how you're missing something, and when you're missing a different thing and you're looking for that thing, you find the thing that you were missing before?
Yes.
Well, while I was looking for the cartridge, I found the spare quarter-inch to RCA adapters that I couldn't find before. So while I found it and had it in my hand, I went and replaced the cable for the adapter. And while I did that, I wiggled the wires, and that caused the, what was it, left side?
Left channel, yes.
Left channel to cut out. And I didn't notice this until while I'm looking for the cartridge. At one point, I look up and see on the screen levels only on one side. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, what more can fucking go wrong?
This is right after the explosion, by the way. The video, there's no video going. Like I said, it's only audio. So we have
luckily, I walk back to the machine, jiggle the wires a bit, walk back over, and the meters are going again on both sides. Because if they weren't, there would have been explosion number 2.
That's right. We probably would have lost the right channel. It would have been silence.
I'm looking on the desk for the 20,000th time, and there, hiding behind the speaker that I was sure I had looked before, there is the cartridge. And so at the 10-minute mark of the 15-minute live version, I decided, I think everyone's heard enough of 10 minutes of bum, 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 bum. And I kind of faded it down and was like, hey, found it. All right.
That's right.
And then we played the, first we started by playing that laughing record, which was...
The laugh track, yes.
The laugh track.
Well, that was the whole thing. Cause I can't imagine that other people in your house did not notice your distraughtness. There was a word for you.
Yeah.
So that's what made me, I have to, there was somebody probably peeked around the corner.
Kristen didn't mention anything about it. No.
Yeah. No. Well, that's just it. You never know. That was
She knows it's just gators being gators. That's
if it's for effect or if it's actually for a reason. One of those things.
She just kind of,
learned to tune him out a long
She
time
usually
ago.
lies a little low when the screaming starts.
Yeah, I was going to say, ooh. Yeah, don't mention that I was in there with the vacuum earlier going, what was that? I don't know. Yeah, that's the first thing pops through my mind is I sucked a bottle cap up in the vacuum.
No. She never goes near.
I can't imagine.
She doesn't want any possibility.
I am guessing the closest the vacuum gets is as it goes by the door. That's probably about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only time this room gets vacuumed is when I put the vacuum in here.
Yes, I can see that. I can absolutely see that. So anyway, I'm glad it worked out though, because like I said, I was a little worried. I know Mars was too.
But that's why the channel cut out, because I swapped out for that adapter that I happened to find. Of course, I'm looking for one thing. I find.
So by fixing one channel, you broke the other, basically.
Right.
Happened.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't fix any. It was one of the different inputs or outputs on there that shouldn't have. It's just I kind of nudged a wire while I was swapping that out.
Gotcha.
And
not that I would know anything about that. Yes, luckily that's one of the nice things about that I did as years went on, is I started slowly getting rid of all the adapters. They're all gone now. I don't have any adapters. I put the correct. I found that you can actually buy the correct cable if you want to. And so that's what I've been doing, which is nice, because I do still have a whole toolbox full of those connectors just in case. I've had to use them a time or two. I have. You never know, but in the early days, that's what I do is go to Radio Shack and just adapt it. I make it work. And now, does it make a difference? Probably not. But you know what? It makes me feel better. It looks better.
I think the quality of the cable makes the bigger difference than whether or not you're using adapters, because it's a pretty solid connection between the adapter and the end of the cable.
Yeah, you're probably right. But that's just that's just me being me. Because the whole thing is when I discovered. I'm trying to think who it used to get. I think BSW was a lot of the places where I got stuff, but they had an outlet there in Kansas City, so it was very. I could order.
I gotta take this call. I'll be back. All right.
Yeah, I could order this. I could order whatever today and have it tomorrow. So it was quick. It was nice, and that's the whole thing.
Well, I found there's a company called San Francisco Cables or something like that. That their headquarters or their warehouse or whatever is in Hayward, so
cool.
So I could order will call and pick it up on my way home.
Oh wow, that's great. And musicians' friends at Guitar Center, whichever you want, they're both the same. Same thing.
The second order I placed with them, though, I'm waiting for the email that it's ready to pick up. I'm waiting. I log into the site. I check. It still says that they're processing it. I'm waiting. A week later, a week goes by. Normally it's like a day or 2 days before it's ready to pick up.
Really?
And I call them up. I'm like, I'm wondering when that order's going to be ready. Like, dude, we've been waiting for you. When do you want to? I'm like, well, the status still says that it's waiting. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, we got it right here.
I think that's one of those things within the world we live in. The same thing happened to me. Have you ever used? I don't know if you buy anything from Best Buy. If anybody does that out there, they have the same kind of thing where you can go to Best Buy. You can have stuff ready for you when you get there.
At the store, yeah.
Now I've had that work, and I've had it not work. I've had it work before, like went and bought my wife's computer. The way it works, you order it, you pay for it. And it says, and actually, this is the thing, it's spelled out very completely. It says, wait, do not come to the store until you get
the email that we have,
the confirmation that we have it ready. So we did that. We went there, it went off like a hitch, got there, got the stuff, showed them the card, boom, out the door. There was one day I was thinking, I'm going to be in the area. I was going to pick up something. And the thing was, it was just something small. It wasn't even a big thing. It was just something. I thought, hey, I'll go ahead and pop online and get this, and then it'll be there when I'll just pop in, pop out. And I was doing my thing, got the notification, hey, it's there, printed it out like I'm supposed to, and went there. And of course, I hand the lady the thing, and she's looking, and it's not there, and she's looking around, and I don't know if this is like number 2 person who's like a little higher in charge comes up, and it's one of those things. Luckily, I was in a good mood because the first thing that she says was, Did you get the notification to pick it up? And I'm sitting there going like, And luckily, before I could open my mouth and say anything, the lady that was helping me.
Cut!
Yeah. No, I did not go there. I was outnumbered, greatly outnumbered. But she did hold it up, and she says, and I said, yes, it's there. It's right there in her hand.
It's right there. Cut.
Yes. And but the whole thing is like, dude, I'm sitting there now. I'm starting to second guess the way I appear to people on the outside world. I'm like, okay, do I look like the kind of guy that would just lie to piss you off? No, I hope not. But so basically, what happened is they then had to send a person to the aisle that was like 30 feet away to pick up what I wanted to bring it back to give it to me so I could leave.
Heaven forbid someone actually go out to an aisle.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Now I really feel like a schmuck because, then I said, okay, I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to go in, get my crap, pay for it, and leave. Because now it's almost embarrassing because now there's other people waiting in line.
Well, yeah, but, if I'm waiting in line behind that person, it's like, well, if this dumbass behind the counter that works for the store got the item ready ahead of time.
But the whole thing was
that's the whole point.
That's what got me is the lady's first, her first reaction was, Dune screwed up.
Are you here too soon? Did you?
Yeah, you hit the button and just came straight here. Damn you people!
You need to wait. You need to give us time to get it off the shelf for you. What do you? It's like you sent me the email that you had it ready. You led me to believe it was sitting behind the counter. My name on it.
I should have went and pulled the process. I want to see your process on how this works.
How
does that email get to me?
Well, the process is that they click something that says yes, we have it, and then it sends email. But sometimes they figure, I just need to run and get it, so we'll just
and then they got busy.
We'll click it and then get it.
That's exactly.
And I've had that happen once too, because I remember one time I was going to get some noise canceling headphones. I was going to get 2 pairs of noise canceling headphones for me and for Kristen for traveling because they're great for the airplane. And so,
absolutely.
I get the email that they're ready. I drive out to the Best Buy. They don't have them. I'm like, well, I got the email. Well, and they're running all over the store. They're looking back in the way. They're like, we don't have them. We don't. I'm like, your site says you have them in stock. We can't find them. We don't.
And so you did the same thing. They not only did they say they had them, but they also said they had them pulled and ready to go.
Right, and then they didn't, and then they tried to tell me they don't even have them. And they ended up finding them because I pushed back a bit, like, don't give me that. Why would your system say you have them if you don't? Why would you,
why would you say they were ready if they weren't? Were they just in the wrong place or something? Or somebody had
Yes, well, it turns out they were on one of these, like, displays, like, that, kind of one of those four-sided displays that rotates.
Yes.
And it was during the holiday season, so they needed to better organize where the traffic went to the registers, and so they moved these displays to strategically be in a place to accommodate how long the line was getting to keep the line in order.
I see.
So it was moved out of its normal location. So once they found it was right on that darn thing, which was like right behind where I was standing too.
Well, that's what made it so bad for me. Is like I look like I'm just so lazy because the whole thing I've now expended about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that would have taken me 2.
It would have taken me longer than 2 because. I wouldn't have known where to look for them. I would have been looking in the shelf over there. I wouldn't have been looking on that display that's guiding the people around the lines.
I think that happened to me when I went and bought the iPads for my wife and myself. I walked straight into Best Buy and I walked over to where the computers are because silly me. The iPads used to be right next to the Macintoshes and the Apple TVs.
You may as well walk into a Fry's and actually look at the signs in the building.
Well, that's what happened. Silly me. I went and asked the guy. I'm like, because I'm starting to second guess myself. I was like, okay, dude, I'm looking for iPads, and they were right here the last time I was in the store. He goes, oh no, they've moved them over to where the cell phones are now. And then he has to, and I don't feel so bad now because he goes into the whole. I don't know why they moved them over there because everybody comes over to me asking for iPads.
Are basically like big cell phones.
Well, then I found out the point that was really making him tweaked is he was working in the computer department. And actually, I guess they make a little bit of commission. I don't know if they make commission or they make accolades.
Oh, they took his commission away.
They took the boy's commission away because he was selling a lot of iPads, and now they weren't in his department anymore. So anyway, I guess like you said. I think I remember your Fry's story about the
Yes.
You go to where it says hard drives, and that's where your earphones are.
Yes. Let's see. Hard drives, I think, are where the security cameras are.
Okay. One of these days, they're going to get up there and move the stuff.
They keep moving the departments around, but they have never once moved a single sign
I guess
that
you know
building.
what? If it's one of those things, sooner or later, everything will become full circle.
I don't think everything at the same time, though. You know,
and they will come back to where they were.
That's kind of like, you know, the planets don't ever completely align with one another. You know,
That's
you
true.
might get a few that line up here and there, but you know.
Well, especially if you walk in and it says 8-track tapes. Pointing, that you might think, okay, this has been a while. Be one of those.
Well, it's just right next to the Laserdisc department.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Damon, you any important?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, missed an important call or anything?
Yeah, it was. Well, you know, it's someone I wanted to talk to.
Oh, cool.
Oh, female?
Yes.
Bing.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
This
have
is
someone I've met.
okay. All right.
It's another
So
one of those, you know, I haven't met them yet, and it's been like 2 months. So.
haven't met them in 2 months. So where did you meet this girl?
This isn't like that one song, is it? Hey, I know this is crazy. I just met you. Call me.
No. I met her online.
Okay.
She's from Long Island, and she's, you know. Just
Do you need to send me a link so I can do a catfish search?
Now, did you meet her at the same place you met the sex addict?
No.
Whoa, I must have missed that one.
That was a Craigslist thing. No, through a personal site.
Okay.
Hey, listen, you never know.
All right. So when are you hooking? When are you meeting?
Yeah. Funny you should mention that. We were talking. We were on the subject of Sloan earlier, and it just so happened that I happened to turn on NHB, and there was a clip with you and Sloan, and you were discussing meeting some girl, or some girl was flying in to see you, and I think he was under the impression that this had involved a credit card. Yeah, this had involved a credit card.
You know, if you put 25 cents in a gumball machine, a monster will come out and bite your balls off!
Yeah, something like that.
That's an opening line that Sloan would use.
Yeah, and it works for him.
Yeah,
it probably does.
I think it does. I was trying to get him. I was hoping maybe somebody was going to call in, but I didn't get a hold of him. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. That's one I hadn't heard of all the ones. Which is shocking to say Dune hasn't heard something in automation.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
How's that even happen? And by the way, the people listening, I've actually added 3 clips. I added the one with the song. I added that, and I think I added a couple more with. I think they came from the show that you and I did before. No, even the one before that. I think.
Oh.
It was kind of funny.
Okay.
I have no idea what it was, but it was something.
You just clipped it, but you have no
It
idea.
was comedy. Yeah. I know. It was called. Oh, I know what it was. Seeing Eye Dune Fail.
Oh.
That was it. And then this one here, this was Dune, Damon, and Jonny. I think this was.
It is Sunday, July 6th.
Missed opportunities.
6th. No, I didn't remember. I remember 9 years. 9 years was the 5th yesterday. And you have to be careful because you get that pop quiz. Pop quiz, how many years? And you go, oh my God, I can't count because I forgot the date. No,
that was it. I think it had to do with the we were talking about the pre-Mrs. Dune days.
Yeah.
Right.
Of the girl that the door was opened and closed in the same night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Hi,
Johnny
I'm
was
an
a
actor. La. Help
There we
me
go.
dance around like a fucking retard.
There we go.
Wow. That's scary.
Yo, you think that's scary? Check this one out.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna buy me a hooker. I'm gonna buy me a hooker. Gonna rip her to shreds. Gonna stick a ginsu up her twat and twist around and make amens.
Wow.
The things that come out of that guy's mouth.
That's really. I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well, that's okay because when it comes down to it,
I love B. Arthur. I would fuck B. Arthur.
there you go.
We hope they have to get Sloan back on the air. That's gonna have to be our goal. That's gonna have to happen.
Might have an easier time getting me back on the air.
That's true. Well, luckily for us, by proxy, you're on the air.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good thing. That works out good for us.
Somehow you guys still got me. But see,
That's
this
true.
is fine because I don't have to put any work into this.
Yeah.
You are the Gabe of NHB, except you actually don't mind coming on the air. That's
Right.
what it is.
Well, I might be the Gabe of NHB now, but there once was a time when, I worked my ass off.
But isn't Gabe actually on NHB making Gabe the Gabe of NHB?
You know what? That's true. I never thought about that. Gabe has truly become the Gabe of NHB because
he deserves to be the Gabe of NHB.
That's true.
You know, there's only one Gabe of NHB.
We're still convinced that someday Gabe will be very rich.
Yeah.
And they will.
And
I don't
his
know.
friend
That
will
seems to
not.
take this thing called drive and motivation to do. And
well, we're just hoping that someday somebody comes along and just offers him an obscene amount of money.
Yeah.
To do a show.
And we don't want the other guy.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not that we don't want the other guy. I just think it'd be funny to have.
See, there you go. We can call Gabe's show Gabe and the other guy.
Gabe and the
other guy.
It's never been done.
Like we used to have J Squared and the other guy.
J Squared and the other guy. That's right.
Nobody gives a good fuck about that!
There we go.
No, I got the. Well, it was just it's like Gabe. He was just saying now. It's Saturday. He has stuff to do. And he's doing the show instead. But it was fun to listen to. I still like listening to them. They're both fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Even though one of them doesn't. Even though it only plays out of one side.
Yeah.
If Johnny tunes in, it's just the Gabe show. That's all he hears.
The Gabe show.
The Gabe show. That's all Johnny hears. Right. Matter of fact, your name was brought up. I think it was mentioned that what's going to happen is that Gabe is going to be doing a show with Johnny Gators, and then Gabe is going to be, and he's going to be all excited about it. He's going to be all pumped up, ready to do the show.
Gabe's talked about me again?
Well, I don't know. I think the other person was mentioning this.
Oh,
that Gabe might be doing it. He goes, that's what's going to happen. You're going to start doing a show with Johnny Gators.
I haven't heard from Gabe on AIM in quite some time. I need to.
You need to reach out.
He's not been logged on to AIM in a while, though.
I guess he works some pretty hard hours.
He's got a real job now.
Whatever his job is, it's really got him stressed out. Sadly enough, I don't like stressed out Gabe.
But it pays a lot more.
I like Gabe when he was worried about how many miles he was going to run.
Well, Gabe was also worried about how he was going to pay the bills. Now he's worried about the job that lets him pay the bills. So it's a step up. Is what it is.
About,
Yeah. Well, what it is, I think what it is, he's under the impression, and it's hard to say because he's under the impression that you have to perform obviously when you work. Most places. Well, I think he's a little. I don't know.
Well, he's still the new guy, and there's a little bit of a fear when you're the new guy that if this isn't working, they could feel this isn't working out.
I would hire Gabe in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Well, let's have Sloan
when it's Dune Incorporated. When I have my own rig. I don't know what he does. I'm going to hire him to do something.
Now, would Sloan, would you hire Gabe?
Let's see.
Fuck me with the chainsaw.
I don't think that's the answer.
Fuck me. That's the way Sloan answers a question.
Oh, I see. You have to really read into it.
Fuck me with the chainsaw.
See.
Okay.
Wow.
There's a couple errors to Sloan. I mean, the Sloan before he really took on that whole my name is Sloan, that whole I'm just going to sound like I'm wasted all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was where that came from.
Right.
Because then he fed into his character a little too much.
Wish I had some of the early days stuff because I listened to a little bit of it, but back when it was
Saddam is a wanker. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Everybody, stick your wiener in an electrical outlet. All right, and I don't know.
Nice.
That's pretty much the way it was.
Yeah.
It's like we had this. You get the pre and post Rite Aid hippie. Pre and post Mariah.
Well,
you got me all these different.
I don't know. Sloan, what do you think of Mariah?
Nobody gives a good fuck about that!
There we go.
It's like Neighbor Dyke. We have to look her up one of these days. Of course, how do you look for a person like that? What do? Do you just go to Google and type in Neighbor Dyke? I don't think it works that way.
Do you look at the white pages under D or N? I don't
know. Yeah, really. That's
I'm a neighbor.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you do that because I'm thinking if you type that in, you're going to get a whole different page. You're not going to get the page you think you're going to get.
Yeah,
oh my God, I got to find out right now what's on neighbordyke.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy, just for research purposes only.
Absolutely.
Oh, Firefox can't find the server at
www.neighbordyke.com.
www.neighbordyke.com.
Wow, now if that's available, that's amazing. because I have no idea what the name is. I know he's mentioned the name throughout the years, but that would be interesting to see.
Archives to see where the.
See, that's the whole thing. I don't even know. Have to look back. I remember when Sloan was where he. I had his address at one time, but I have. Obviously not at the same.
Now,
place
in that
anymore,
context, what's the proper spelling of Dyke?
That's a good question.
Is that with an I or a Y?
Try both.
Yeah.
well, I tried it with a Y, and there's an episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show called "Love Thy Other Neighbor." That's
I don't think that's it.
I'm
thinking that as creepy as that sounds, and in the weird direction you could go with that.
I don't think neighbor Dyke's name is Dick.
Especially with Dick and Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Dick in a van with a Dyke. There
when
we go.
When it comes to neighbor Dyke, there's no Dick.
That's right.
Exactly.
No Dick in neighbor Dyke.
At least with flesh on it. No fleshy weenies. There we go.
My neighbor's husband's other life. No, that's not
that's
right.
not it. But you might want to bookmark that for later, just in case.
Let's see. Dick Van Dyke Show, Punch Thy Neighbor. No, that's no.
Lots punch?
of. I think Dick Van Dyke had a lot of neighbors. Is what we're finding out here. But
or
that
could have
does
been the
not.
same neighbor.
Could be. All right. Well, let's find out what happens when we type in Rite Aid hippie chick.
Hippie. That's right. Never. Well, that could. Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
Well, I can tell you, there's no hippies at the Rite Aid. My dog will not pass.
Let's see. Hippie chick in Mullica Hill, New Jersey. Oh, here we go, Damon. Here's one for you.
Okay. Here we go. What's she look like?
I don't have a picture.
Does she drive a VW bus?
This is on businessfinder.nj.com.
That's
so I
not
guess
the one.
she's a professional hippie chick. Is what this is. No, this ain't no Rite Aid working hippie chick. This is a professional hippie chick.
Damon, you're calling.
Let's see.
Yeah, right. I don't think so, pal.
There's a hippie chick's photo at a copyright in Ruidoso, New Mexico.
There's one for Vamp.
Vamp.
There we go. There we go. There we go. That's
she
Vamp's,
might have. She might need to have her apple adjusted.
Her Adam's apple.
Yeah. Never thought of that.
Let's see. An American Rite of Passage, the college campus tour. No, that's the hippie Mama's sunblock. That's on the hippie.
Yeah, some of those hippies have got to be moms now.
The hippiemama.blogspot.com. Yeah, no, that's let's see.
Gators, you're lost.
Yeah, I think we've traveled.
Have you tried the image search? Sometimes that helps.
The Greedy Bastards Hall of Shame. Rite Aid does wrong. GreedyBastardsClub.blogspot.com.
It's Rite Aid, RITE, correct?
Yes. Man, I hate hippies. Straight dope message board. Crappy Kmart escapade. That's not even Rite Aid.
I'm gonna go straight to the image search.
Movies currently playing in Lake Havasu's movies. No. But apparently there's some tree-hugging hippie chicks and a crazy old mountain man in, I guess, a movie that's playing there. There's a crochet bikini woman on twopeasinabucket.com.
I did find one here that it's a possibility. I don't know. Here, let me see if I can bring this up here. Is that?
Well, here's
I got to hit screen. There we go. Hungry hippies.
Hungry hippies.
She could be in front of a Rite Aid.
It
could be.
True.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we found the right Rite Aid hippie. No.
Still looking.
Maybe you got to put in Rite Aid hippie West Virginia.
Oh,
absolutely.
There we Rite Aid hippie chick West Virginia. Wheeling, right?
WV.
Yeah, I think it was.
Rite Aid.
Not to be confused with VW.
Chick, Wheeling, West Virginia.
I'm going straight for images.
That's with an I.
Let's see.
We never saw her, did we?
Let's see. First response here is meth labs on the rise. Rite Aid makes change.
Hey, now look at this one. Look at this picture. This has promise. This is a chick with a hot dog, and she's practicing.
That could be the Rite Aid hippie chick.
That could be her. Let's go. Now here, this obviously looks like a mugshot.
Yeah, West Virginia Jails.info.
That could be. That could be
That could be the right-eyed hippie chick?
That could be her, yeah. Let's see. Well, I don't know how old she was. No, that's probably not her.
No, that's old.
That's probably not her. Yeah, that's
that doesn't seem like Sloane's age group.
That wouldn't be that wouldn't be the Sloane's age.
Well, then again, Sloane does like the women with experience, so they're...
Don't know about that one there. Now, if Sloane did Sloane? No.
That's wearing a diaper.
Yeah,
move right along.
Well, I thought maybe that's what happened because of the right-eyed hippie chick.
What?
I don't know.
Was Sloane hitting that?
I have no idea. So let's see. Nope, I'm not finding
so.
Nothing else. I'm not seeing anything else here.
I don't think Sloane ever hit it with the right-eyed hippie.
Now I don't know if should I do the neighbor dyke. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, I would love for that to be in your search history, dude. Please, please do.
There we go. Now it just says, do you mean NEHA?
Neha Dyke.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on that because I'm curious. That it's trying to send me there.
Oh no.
Neha Dyke on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Maybe that's neighbor's real name, Neha.
I never thought about that.
I don't think so.
That could be it. No, these appear to be Indian women. Neha must be an Indian name.
Okay, was neighbor Dyke Indian?
No. Don't think so. No.
No. Oh, that's the wrong neighbor Dyke then.
So that wasn't it. Let's look.
All
at
right,
this
let me see. Which hard drive did I put the Sloane archives on? Because I know I backed that up somewhere.
Yep, I don't know. I've got nothing. Sadly enough, I just did the neighbor dyke thing, and a picture came up with a morph of George Bush and Obama.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
So it's a picture we would both want to piss on.
Yeah, there you go.
Finally, something you both can agree on.
That's right. There we go. There's the picture that
For
came
different
up.
reasons, but you know.
So, so I got nothing here. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to go to the source one of these days when they're now. This could be Sloane's. There's a picture of a barbecue grill that looks well used.
No, that would be Forge.
Oh, that's true.
Actually, no, that's not nearly blown up enough to be Forge's.
Yeah, that's not blown up. That's right. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll have to see what happens here. Click, and click. Does that make it go away? No. Screen share off, and boom. There it goes. So I don't know. We'll have to find those pictures.
You know what
We'll have to
time
find
it
out.
Uh-oh. Oh, Christ. Is it that time? Oh, shit.
Because, see, I actually had some pictures I was going to play. I was going to show.
There we go.
Because there was a person doing a show on NHB, and let's see if I can find that. I had made. No, that's not it. Well, I guess I don't have it. I thought I had a picture of who was doing the show. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, here we go. Here's my backup of the Sloane archive.
Here's the picture I had. I've got to bring this up because this could be the one here. Boom, right there. That's the one. That's the guy.
That's
the guy I saw. That's the one that was on NHB. That's him.
That's him. A leprechaun.
It's him. It's a leprechaun guy. It looks a lot like Sloane. It can't be Sloane because Sloane's obviously not a leprechaun.
Sloane, yeah, not a leprechaun.
Not a leprechaun.
No, because leprechauns don't put shit in their microwave. So,
that's right.
Yeah. Sloane, on the other hand,
yes,
wishes he never put shit in his microwave.
That's right. So I don't know where that picture came from. I have no idea. I don't know why it's on my hard drive, but it is. So there we go. This is what Damon. This is what happens when people have Photoshop and no skills. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
What the heck is this folder?
Johnny's still looking here.
I don't know. I found a file with an interesting name. Let's see.
Hey, you bag of shit! Turn on your goddamn microphone.
Wow.
Yeah. Now speak up, fucker.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I want you to get closer to the microphone because I cannot hear you.
One of the Mrs. Brubaker moments.
Oh, is that what? This is in a folder called New Skype.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I think that's what he used to do. Is he would
bag of shit.
Yeah, he would answer the phone that way.
I see.
Because I think it was, "Do you understand?"
Right.
Oh, I see. He's
I
talking to
am
somebody
a
on
Negro.
Skype. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a Negro.
Okay. There we go.
See all the fun things you miss.
I love some of the descriptive file names here. A few shows, including 101320006. Oh, 10/13/2006. And then there's one that's just labeled around December 2005, which is in the 2006 folder. So,
well, of course.
That
would be. Why wouldn't it be?
Although the file the date modified on it is December 23rd, 2005, so which would be around December 2005. So yeah, that's I need
that's
to
a whole show, I take it.
Let's see. Yeah, well, it's a it's actually a kind of a it's a 70 meg file. That's that's close to 3 hours. We don't need to listen to that all. Let's see. Oh, here's one that's labeled "Not Bad" with Mariah. That one might be worth listening to. It
At a later
it's not
date.
bad. No good podcast version. We might not want to listen to that one. Blah. Might not want to listen to that one. No, because he labeled all of his files with something of descriptive. Like there's one that's labeled "whatever" and there's one that's labeled "good show." 2006 was kind of hit and miss. There we go. Oh, the Canadian Win. That's the show I called in and chugged the beer shake. Okay, that's good to know where that show is. Because I sent him the Canadian Win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, the file, because he was doing that 1 week, he kept on playing, "We're Gonna Ride Forever," because that was the Canadian Win. And, because he said he was looking for that song, and I had no idea why, but I just did a Google search, found it, sent it to him, because, I wanted him to think I was cool.
That's sort of like I found my Ride Home with Sloan folder.
Ah.
Which has, this says beef.
Where's the beef?
I don't know. Why is that in there?
Oh, here we go. Here's a show called Rite Aid Hippie Returns. So maybe if we listen to this might have the answer. Let's skip ahead into the middle here and see what we find.
Because they get off on it. They're too many fucking they're too fucking chicken to ask. Okay. I got an idea. Hold on. I've got a great idea. Instead of just you like moaning, I want you to moan and be like really weird.
Yeah.
I want you to moan, and I'm gonna play a special sound effect.
Oh, here we go.
Okay?
This sounds good.
Yeah, so you sound really trippy. Okay. You ready?
Well, it is trippy.
Nice.
That was cool.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
It sounds like the little girl stuck in the well.
Shut and piss it off!
Okay. Wow.
Sounds like Poltergeist.
That's what I said. It does sound like Poltergeist, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I wonder, I forget what shows I put in the best of collection. I need to
And this is
find
called
my
Mustard. What's this?
Mustard.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Why is that in the Sloan folder? I have no idea.
Someone put that there.
That's weird.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this one here says Clinton denial.
Now, I have to go back to work on my State of the Union speech.
Oh, that's the guy that says I did not have, yeah. But the rest of these must be just...
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
But, I think this was...
Hello.
I think this was the actual ride home. Yeah, because he's starting the car. You ever wonder what he listens to?
All right, hello, welcome. Well, I don't know what the fuck this is called. This is Dune's idea.
That's what it's called, is Dune's idea.
Dune's Idea, the podcast.
This is Dune's idea. That's what we ought to call it, fucking Dune's idea. I'll just call it Dune's idea. He can do whatever the hell he wants. It's his show. Whatever. But some of you may or may not even know I'm not even on the fucking air anymore. Nothing.
Now he's on the way home and does it sound like he's been drinking a little bit?
I'm going to go home.
A little, yeah.
Dude made a suggestion that maybe I should go ahead and do something for his show. Whatever. He made the suggestion. It's 5 minutes of me just bitching and complaining on the way home. You shut your fucking mouth. Fucking hate people. But I told him to make an intro and outro for this shit, and he can use it for his show. I don't give a fuck.
So there you go. I'll have to zip those up one of these days and just. He made 4 of them. I got 4 of those.
Wow.
He made 1 through 4. So it was fun. Yeah, it was.
Like
that was now. I think he was living in New York at the time.
I think yeah.
Is when that
was.
Right.
So. But hopefully, hopefully we'll get to find out one of these days. Yeah.
Maybe.
On that note.
You may never know.
On that note. So if you are the Rite Aid hippie, or you know her, or your neighbor's a dyke, or wait, no, that doesn't work.
Or if you're a neighbor dyke that works at Walmart, if you're a dyke that's someone's neighbor and you know someone who works at a Rite Aid.
Yes.
If you have any connection to a Rite Aid or a dyke.
Email Damon at, no. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Dune at nhbradio.com. There, how about that? Or Bob.
State hippie could
or Bob at the duneandbobshow.com. There we go. It comes to Bob.
Rite Aid hippie chick at the duneandbobshow.com.
Yes, there you go.
There we go.
Or Johnny Gators at the Dune and Bob Show. I don't know what happens if you do that. I think I have a catch-all account that does grab all those things.
There you go.
I have no idea. Maybe not.
Addie or Gabe at the AddieandGabeShow.com.
There we go. That's
there
right.
You
Either
go.
or.
Email them lots
Might
of
want to
spam.
do the Addie one because I don't know if the Gabe one ever gets checked. I'm guessing that one probably
no,
hasn't been checked.
No, we know whether or not that one gets checked, and the answer is no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so probably not.
No, because unless he's looking for free shit again, which I don't think he cares about anymore.
Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, when they were doing the AM show, they were, like, getting all the free shit to review.
Oh, that's right. Because he was big to mention that. He said, here's the coffee mugs we got for free.
Right. There was the coffee mug that you could smoke a pot with.
They were holding out for a motorcycle. I don't think that ever happened, though.
At the Fredericktown Yamaha,
yes,
where the fun begins.
Where the fun began, that's right.
Yes.
Or began. Probably now. I bet now they're out of business.
But
I would be willing to bet that they are no longer selling Yamahas. They're probably selling mopeds or something.
Yeah, they dropped their sponsorship deal with Addie Gabe Show, went right out of business.
It's Fredericktown Drunk Person Scooter.
Yes, where the fun begins.
Where the fun begins because you can't drive a car anymore.
There you go.
Because you got a DUI.
Where the fun should have stopped.
That's right, the DUI scooter. Do you have those in California? We have those here. See,
of what?
Well, here you can have, if you can't drive a car, you can still drive a scooter.
I don't know. I don't have this problem.
Well, not us. But I'm just saying. Usually, you see a person on a scooter drunk because they've lost LOF.
If I see a person on a scooter, they're like way in the distance of my rearview mirror. By then, I don't care anymore.
So you're not worried about it then.
What was that?
That's right. That's right. When you get passed by a Taurus,
yeah,
you got to think about it. That's right. You better be on a scooter.
When your engine's smoking at 35 miles per hour.
No, it's no smoking.
No, I
smoke's been fixed.
Fixing the first oil leak helped me find the second oil leak. Oh, yeah.
I'm referring to the scooter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, well. So we'll have to figure something out. We'll have this. So anyway, coming up on Wednesday, Johnny's going to make his triumphant return.
Yes.
We'll get all the stuff you didn't hear on this show, which probably was everything. We'll get to hear about it next. Because you gave part of it away last night, but not all of it. You saved the juicy stuff, right?
Well, not really. I mean, what was there to tell? I went, I worked, we drank cheap beer, I came home. I mean, that's
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It sounds like a full, and you got paid.
And I got paid.
That right, you right
there. Overtime.
See how that worked? You went straight up level 3 on that one.
Yes, overtime, which I won't be getting any more if I get my promotion.
Anyway.
But
so hang in there, people. More. Tuesday, Vamp. Wednesday, Johnny. And then every day, Damon's on.
Yeah, sure.
Tune in. Take care, people. We'll see you.
Bye.
Challenge stuff.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful.
Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything. Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not.
We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Louis, shoot the radio.